guys, in today's video we're going to continue on with the injection molding machine. In last week's video we machined out the center plate, and today we're going to machine out the molding chamber mount, which is supported by the center plate. So let's take a look at that. So here is our molding chamber mount. It's just a piece of 1/2 inch thick mic 6. It's 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and we're going to be machining the entire piece. It's not really much to it. We're going to drill 4 holes, thread those holes, and then we're going to machine the outside. For the injection chamber mount, we're going to have a couple of setups here. First, we're going to drill and thread mill these 4 holes here. We're just doing a drilling op. We're using a 6.7 millimeter drill bit here. This is for our M8 threads. We're doing deep drilling with a full retract, pecking depth of 0.065, 3,500 RPMs, and 8 inches per minute. So we're going to drill these 4 holes, then we're going to come back with our thread mill here. This is an M8 by 1.25, 5,000 RPMs, 7.5 inches per minute. We're going to lead to center, and I'm going to do a repeat pass. That will just clean up the threads. Now after we thread this, what we're going to do is we're going to then use the center plate we machined in the previous video, and we're going to mount this to the center plate with some spacers underneath the stock here, and we're going to machine out the outside and the inside of this part. So we'll do that in our second setup. Okay, for our first operation, we're going to do some adaptive of the center hole here. We're first going to do this recess, and then we're going to come back and do the center portion here. We're going to be using a 3/8 inch 3-flute Aluma Power end mill. We're going to be running 5,000 RPMs at 30 inches per minute. We're going to be taking a width of cut of 40 thousandths. We're going to leave 20 thousandths on this and come back and clean that up in a later contour pass. Next, we're going to use the same end mill, and we're going to do the outside and clean all this up. Again, 5,000 RPMs, 30 inches per minute, and 40 thousandths width of cut, along with our stock to leave of 20 thousandths. In the Z direction, we're going to be cutting all the way down through the part. Next, we're going to come up with a contour pass with the same end mill, and we're going to clean this up. For the outside here, 5,000 RPMs, 30 inches per minute. We're going to take that extra 20 thousandths off here. We're going to follow that up with another contour pass to do the inside of the circle here and this ledge. Then we're going to follow all of that up with just a chamfer mill, and we're going to just clean up this outside edge here. We're not too concerned about this. I'll hit this with a naga tool just to deburr that, but I did want to do the outside edge here. We're also going to flip this over. I'll remount it, and I'll do the bottom edge with this same operation just to chamfer that piece. Okay, so let's go out to the Precision Matthews and we'll machine this out. Alright, in this video we're going to machine out the material chamber. Is going to sit down inside this and be suspended from the center plate. It's going to be spring loaded so that when the air cylinder presses the piston down and starts to extrude the material, it will push down and seat against the mold. Once you release the air cylinder, it will lift away from the mold. This is just a piece of 5 inch by 5 inch, 1/2 inch thick mic 6. I've removed the blue film, and let's get started. So that is the first setup. We've drilled and thread milled our 4 screws here. This is for M8. This is our center chamber. And then the next setup, we're going to do the outside profiling. Alright, so let me get set up for that. Alright guys, so we're set up here for the second operation. What I did was I took the injection chamber floating mount here, and I bolted it with some 1/4 inch spacers to the center plate. And then that way I didn't have to machine any kind of fixture. And what we're going to do now is just we're going to go around and we're going to just machine this out with some adaptive clearing. I've got some a 3/8 inch 3-flute Aluma power end mill here, and we're all set up, so let's get started. turned out really nice. Got this little sliver here. The stock here is actually about 3 thousandths thicker, 0.5003, and I didn't allow for that extra thickness there. But I think since I've got this in a fixture, I think I'll be able to flip this over and chamfer the other side as well. Hopefully it'll line up nice, and that should take care of that. Alright, well that turned out good. That finishes up the injection chamber floating mount. Alright guys, well I guess that wraps up this video. In the next video, stay tuned. We're going to be machining our last big piece, and that is going to be the top plate, which the air cylinder will mount on, and that'll be in the next video. Then we'll move on to working on some turnings that will be done on the G0602. Alright guys, well if you're new to my channel and you're just tuning in, click on that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. Also click on that notification bell. That way when I post new videos like this one, if it's something you're interested in, they'll send you a link and you can stop by and check it out. As always guys, please feel free to ask questions, make suggestions, and leave comments. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Please subscribe, and most importantly, be safe.